Well, I think I got one right down here. Pup coyote. That's nothing wrong with the pup. Oh, he's really going. Yeah. It may not be a bad coyote. It may not be too bad. Let me get out and look at him. There he is. Oh yeah, it ain't no pup. So this coyote here, yesterday, I put this set in. It's going down the edge of this wheat stubble edge in a center pivot. And I grabbed some of that wheat stubble, and he was actually walking about where I'm at. And I decided to go ahead, and this is not my land to trap, so I actually went ahead. He's a real dominant one. I went ahead and I brought that wheat stubble over, and it's a nice salient feature, you know. So got the attraction of the coyote, real good deal. Got a badger further down, but anyway, we'll deal with him too. So good catch. I found where they're walking, right down the edge. I don't know which direction he's going right now. I mean, because I did have tracks yesterday. And a lot of times they're just imprints into the soil. So there's got a little something there. So find the sign, set the sign. This is the completed remake here. Just reestablish a trail. That's pretty much all it is. I got the scat out there with some urine on it, just to line the animal up on the right side of the wheat stubble. It could be anything that stands out, whether it's a grass clump in a cornfield or whatever. You know, the main thing is from here, this thing just stands out. If we look at it, I know it's common, but if we look at it, it's the first thing as the coyote's walking down that edge, one way or the other. So, good spot, good coyote. Didn't really tear it up too much. I don't know how long he's been in the trap, but he's pretty fresh caught up from what I see. This is about the fourth check, and I got a double here on coyotes. Took several days to get him in here, but the rancher was complaining about how the coyotes were coming up here. That's the darkest coyote I think I've caught in a few days. And I got a coyote right up here. And I got a trip trap there. Looks almost like a deer pulled it out. We'll find out. But got a trip trap, and right here I got another coyote. So anyway, a nice double, both caught on RJs, and a trip trail trap. It happens to us all. So anyway, real nice. Had plenty of sign. Them working this tall grass edge here, this tumbleweed edge. So I better get to work here, but what a great double here. Okay, I just put down this coyote. There's a little bit of a Christmas present here. Save that to the side. If you ever have problems getting scat, just catch coyotes. You'll get your scat. All right, so I'm going to do a remake here. The wind isn't too bad today, so decided to go ahead and film this. We've had a lot of wind this year. I haven't had the opportunity to give you guys, I know it struggles already to hear half of my stuff, but let me dig that out. But just an RJ set, and what I'm, you know, I probably sound like a schoolboy talking about my excitement for this new lure, and I am excited about it. These are pretty good sized coyotes, and the big thing is it creates a digging reaction. At least that's what I was going for when I designed this lure. And for the record, that coyote It just stepped. It just did step where it needed to. It was well caught, but not by much. And so I tell you, every square inch on your trap, it does count. Don't let, for those of you that are kind of on the fence for traps and what kind of trap should I use, for the smaller dirt hole size traps, I'm heavily guided here. If the coyote's going to take that step to go into my bait and lure, you can guide them pretty tight. And I like the smaller number 2 size, 2.5 size trap. And but if you're going to go with trail sets, things like that, I really like the number 3 trap. So just to give you guys an idea, this is about a size 2. It's only 2 coiled. Boy, it locks up tight though. There we go. Yeah, but it was enough to catch that coyote. And when you do a step down, make sure it's a step down. Make sure you got it. You know, that's the, if you go with a step down and it's level with the ground, you kind of defeated your own purpose. The whole idea of it is the animal steps. In this trap, I got to dig it out some more. If it ain't right, dig it out. Don't say, well, that's good enough. Good enough is going to get you in trouble. There we go. Let me try that now. That was a fun catch. There's just really no way to put it other than I still get a big tick out of doubles, triples. I'm still a schoolboy when it comes to that. I really like that. Now I have the trap much more solid. I'll still have to pack some dirt around it, but it wasn't right. And we don't want to have the coyote, we don't want the coyote missing the opportunity. Sometimes you just get the one opportunity. I know a lot has been written and talked about day 2, day 1 coyote catch. I'm filming this, and it's going to be curious if I missed any of these coyotes, like a day. This has been day 4 in this case. But I really got it when I go to look at my film footage up here on the trail cam. I'm going to be curious to see how many times coyotes went around my trap, if they did at all. I've always believed that the best time to catch a coyote is the first time he comes around. And it's real simple. It's real simple. The fact is it shouldn't take day 2, day 3, day 4 to catch a coyote. There's a lot of sets that I make every year that I make at 5 p.m. that night, come back the next morning, and I have a coyote in it. And I think the big reason is that he just happened to be there. Day 2, day 3, day 2 and day 3 is just happens to be when they get there. That's what I believe. I don't see any other sign to tell me different in many cases. Oh, I miss coyotes. There ain't a person out there that doesn't miss a coyote. The coyote just doesn't work it. Who knows the reason why? Sometimes just they didn't smell the lure. He could have easily climbed, had his head attention to the spot up on the hill, could have gone high. Wind is coming in my face. He wouldn't even have known the set was there. So we have that. There we go. Let me grab, I'm going to bring the camera around here. I'm going to guide this thing off, and then I'll bring the camera around to it. I've been always more of a stick person for guiding, or small plant. It doesn't take too much, but the thing about the sticks is they don't roll. If you use a stone or using a clump of dirt, depending on the clump of dirt, you can still get it to roll, and it'll roll right where you don't want it to roll. You can also get you can also have issues of the stone actually keeping the trap from firing all the way closed, so, or the clod of dirt. So these are different reasons for me, and I'm just using local vegetation, and I kind of set it up and guide it. Let me rebait it. Using again Flint Hills Red Fox paste bait, and I use about that much. You want some volume in there. I don't know how they know the difference, but they know. And looks like I'm about out of wool. I'll just use what was here. I ain't got much, but I'll just use that little clop of wool there. And again, my new Moonshot call lure. Again, this is testing, and I can't wait to look at the footage, and I hope I see that coyote come in and get caught, because I love to see its reaction. So the set is remade. I will I use the Moonshot call lure on the side, and I use Flint Hills Red Fox paste bait in the hole. So let me push that clump a little closer. Yeah, I like having a visual for the coyotes. Let me grab the camera and I'll show you the set. There's a little more wool. There's a little more wool. We'll stick that down there. That looks a lot better. I brush this out primarily so I can see tracks. Here's the actual set, and I know it's awfully hard to tell. Try to get it in here, but I'm using little clumps of grass and weeds around the edges of the set, and of course I don't know, about 15 foot down, and I have the sides built up, giving it the appearance of an even deeper set. So great location. I love these little drainages that come through the field, and in this case I got a nice brushy area, a nice pheasant, rabbit area, mouse, and it leads right on up to the fence post up there. I think I'm on their travel route, is how they would travel this. And so today I show up and had a double. So anyway, great stuff. So I got a good crossover from the brome field, but I got baby calves nearby, and setting a snare up there, I think it would just get me into trouble here. So no snare on the fence, but if you can't see it, let me get a little closer. But we got a very nice crawl under right in that zone, and with the baby calves, I need to get a set in. Now I happen to have several dirt holes on the property, but the cattle are eating very good, and I found some scat laying right there. I transplanted that cow pie just to act as natural guiding, and I blended in a set right there, and I put urine on the green grass. I actually transplanted one grass clump there, and kind of added a little extra guiding on the backside. Nothing great, not mind you, just to keep them honest. Just a natural walkthrough as the animals come through it. A little gland lure, scent post. They're already telling me they're there. I got another spot, and they're like I said, They must have a dead calf on the other side, but got some good running stool there. But anyway, I don't want to go with another dirt hole in this zone. I got other dirt holes further behind me, so I'm offering them different looks as they go down. That belly under is a good spot. They're telling me right where they're wanting to go. I got some scat telling me that they're here, so I'm going to use the scat to my benefit. I'll just set where they're telling me where to go. I'll blend this back and show you how it turned out. Okay, so I'm finished with my set. As I talked about, I blended in a nice set right there coming out of the coming in through that belly under. And then again, I found some scat down here, and I tore off a little piece of it, and then I transplanted a little buffalo grass right there, just as more of a little scent post. Also acts as guiding. And I got the piece I tore off is about, I don't know, about 8-10 inches, and it's blended in. We get some dew and things like that, and maybe even a rain coming up here in a few days. That'll blend that in even nicer. But basically, you just take your fingertips and you scratch, and a lot of that duff that comes underneath of the grass that's kind of building up and composting, I guess, slowly, it will act up. So anyway, there's all kinds of things we can do here, but I'm just working with it as a natural set. Like I said, I have at least 3 or 4 sets down at drainage that way. Many of them are dirt holes, some of them are scent posts. A couple of just did a set a little bit ago about a double punch hole or double 2-inch drill hole further down. So I don't need to keep going with dirt holes everywhere I go. I can just simply change things up, trip them up a little bit. If they don't want to work dirt holes, that's fine. This is I'm just now setting it up. It looks great, and we'll see how I do here. We'll see if I can connect. Great crawl under though.